Hello and welcome to another Nikomedia tutorial. I've got a question about half an hour ago and a kind donation. Thank you very much. Uh, if I can show how to make this animation here. And yeah, this follower needs this quite urgent. And yeah, and what you want to know is how to make this particular movement here. And uh, yeah, and how to texture it with different colors, that each of these rings has another color, but this is the easiest way. And the whole thing is very easy. So it looks quite weird, but it's really ridiculous easy. So okay, let's start. We start with a simple cylinder here. Let's make it 20, and we need quite a lot of subdivisions in the height. And here maybe 8, because we put everything later on in a subdivision surface. No caps. And okay, that's it, what we need. And if we bend this, we get a ring, of course. So let's put under it, as a child, a bend deformer here. And the bend deformer, because I selected the cylinder, hold my shift key and click on the bend deformer, so it's automatically, it has the correct size for it. Strength 360. And you see what we have is this ring here. Okay, good. The next step is we put away the bend deformer for the moment, and we can hide it, we don't have to see it. And we make a simple cloner here. Go to the cloner, and the grid is okay, but I make it 2 by 2 and 2 by 50. And I have my 4 cylinders here. And now the simple thing is, put the cloner in a null object, so select the cloner and hit Alt-G on the keyboard. And under the null object, I put in the bend deformer. So what I get is this here. And now, when I go to the cloner in the coordinates and just play with the rotation H for the heading, what we get is this animation. That's all. You see how easy it can be sometimes? So let's animate this. Let's bring this to the middle of the scene. So I go to my null here and drag it. I just eyeball it. So okay, that's fine. So, and yeah, let's animate this. So go to my cloner. On frame 0, I make a keyframe. 100 frames are enough for this. Then I go to my last frame. I want that it goes from the inside to the outside, so I go to -360, make a keyframe, and I have my animation here. And of course, if you have this animation, you can put this in a subdivision surface. But you see, we have one problem here. This looks not really nice, yeah? So what we do here is we go to the null object and put the null object in a connect object. I have my connect object here, but you will find it also here. So I have my null object selected, hold my Alt key, so the connect becomes parent. So, and I have by default my weld is off, but when I activate it, you see, this is gone. Perfect. Let's hide the lines, but you see we have here a little problem, a phone problem. This is because in the connect here I set the phone mode to as brakes. When I go here to manual, fine, perfect. And that's it. So now we have this animation. Of course, if you want to see the original one here, that looks more like a real sphere in the middle. And this is the reason when you go to the bend deformer and say keep length, you will get this but it looks ugly. But when it's shaded, should look a little better. But then you get something like this. We could try with less height segments here, maybe. No, that doesn't. But if you don't like this, you can put the whole thing in a maybe in a volume builder. So I have here my volume builder and measure. Okay, this could look fun as well. So rook. That's nice. But of course we can make this volume builder too, so, and give it a little smoothing, and you see we get almost a perfect sphere here. Which looks quite nice. But I prefer this thing here without the volume matching and bring the band back to here. So what you can do here is uh, you can also use more clones. So when I go here to 3 by 3, for instance, this would work as well. So you see, it works perfect. But let's stay by 2 and 2. It also looks good when we go to 1 here. It's an interesting thing as well. So you can do so many things here. So, and to make here different colors is very easy too. So I go here and make in the cylinder, keep it back. Pen here, okay. You simply put everything in a fracture object because you cannot. You could make a without the connect. You could make the cloner and give the cloner a random effector for the color or something. Let's do this. I put in here. Select the cloner. Go to the effectors. Random effector. I only want to affect the color here. So effector color. You see we have different colors now. But as soon as I activate the connect, and we need the connect because of this guy here. As soon as I activate the connect, you see or the subdivision, you see that the color is gone. So the connect the same, the color is gone. And this is not what we want. So for this reason, we go to delete the random effector from here. Simply put the connect in a fracture object. So I selected connect, hold my Alt key and click on the fracture. And in the fracture object, I put in the random effector. And this, at the moment, it looks not very randomly. So explode segment and connect. And now we have the same like before. And but when we go now to we lose it again. So we could take this in here and the fracture object out and put the subdivision the fracture object. Now we have everything together. So now it works. Okay. And yeah, that's it so far. Of course, you get here different colors when I shift F2 is for the material manager. I make a new color here. And in the color channel, let's make it in the luminance channel. I drag in the MoGraph color shader. And the color shader I put in the colorizer. And here I load preset, that, and put it on my subdivision surface on the fracture here. And you can see here now you can play with the colors however you want them. So this is totally on you. So just to so they are now totally random. This looks great. That is the whole trick on this. So that this is, you see how simple it can be sometimes. But what we can make now, let's make a render, but what can we do out of this? Yeah, you can now, you could do so many things here. Let's play a little more with this. See what this guy's here. NQ for the moment. NQ deactivates the textures. And give it here a little division, let's say. And we could give here in the cylinder, let's say we what could we do? A Mo extrude, why not? Mo extrude. Just one here. In the transform, let's go to 0.6 or 0.5 or so. Okay. We have this here. Let's go a little. Put it subdivision surface. We get a little funny thing here. Looks weird. But this thing with the volume builder could be fun too when we make it really bloppy or something else. But you can also clone something on this on the cylinder here. Let's say we want to clone spheres. 10 clone on an object here. One sphere. No, we have to clone on the connect here. Yep. Let's go to polygon center. Whatever this is. Or were there different kinds of things so we could create this, we could put the friend we could make an Alt G, and under the null object I put in an atom array. No, not under it. I can put the fracture directly in an atom array, so I don't need the null here. Put this directly in an atom array, one by one. That looks great too. It would be nice when we could tell the atom array that it should not use every edge. Yeah, every edge, but and I say the isopalms would be nicer, because you see the difference is when I go and do, you see this is now the subdivision surface, but when I want to see only the isopalms, I think this is Ni, you see, it would give me this here. So that the rounded version of this is not the same like this here. But we also could put this connect in an atom array. So, something like that. This here looks great too. And the subdivision surface does not work for this here. But we could put this atom array in the volume builder. Okay, maybe a little bigger, so but it means when I go to the atom array, that is we do here, and smooth this out. But I could use here the smooth, but this is too much. So I would have to make this bigger first, so I can go here and dilate the road inside. That is the two or something. That's nice. And now I could take this volume measure, and under the volume measure I put in a smoothing deformer. So you see I have the stiffness at 0 and the iteration at 1. Then you go up with the iterations. Gives me a nice thing here as well. So when I turn off in the volume builder this guy and this guy, I should get a very interesting mesh here. So maybe only this and set it to 1, or even to 0.5. There is a lot to play with. Okay, but put it out now. Let's make only the connect here. This guy has to bring this back to here. Okay. Good. And yeah, but I don't want to make this with random color. I want to try something different. No subdivision, nothing. Let's make here a very tiny bevel on this connect. So I select the connect and hold my shift key, and as a child I put in a bevel deformer. And I want the bevel deformer on every edge. So I have here use angle, don't want this, I want it on every edge. Maybe 0.5. Okay. And I want to make something like mirror, so like a disco ball, disco sphere or something. Let's save it. So we need cinema, so temp. How can I name this? Rings. So, and I want to make here a mirror thing. I will make this with Octane because it renders it renders just faster. So if you make a mirror thing in a physical render, just go to disable color luminance or something else, and then you go to the reflectance channel. The default reflection would be finally, and go to conductor that makes metal material here. Set the roughness to 0, and you have a mirror here. This one you have totally mirror, and this would be a mirror thing here. So you can go here to chromium or something else. But yeah, this would be a mirror. But if you have a mirror, material, it's very important that you have something to reflect in your scene. So because when you have a black void around you, so you have a mirror, you just see black. It just reflects black, so you wouldn't see anything. So a mirror or glass material, something like this, needs reflections or something to reflect. So let's make here's a slide a little bit so that I see my node editor here. I make here a metal material. Good, I could. Select the one. This should be a mirror. We will see in a second. Do something connect. Is need anymore? Then I bring in my Nikomedias Scene Rig for Octane. And so that I have something to reflect. I don't need the flower, the shadow catcher, but I want the background and set the background to black. So that should give us something. Yeah, it's definitely something. And here it's very important, the HDRI, of course. Which HDRI do we need? What do we use? Let's go to my HDRIs, indoor, and most of the time I use my biolabs. Yeah. Something what has a lot of reflections. This could be nice. Okay. Maybe material here. Let's make it and go to the IOR. Makes no difference. It should make a little difference. What could I use as well? Metallic I have here, that's okay. Let's see what we can do with it. Thin film always has a little impact here, so let's go to the film layer, film width here. Make a flow texture here as well. See, that makes big difference. But this is not really what I want. Maybe I should go to my. Maybe I don't want this colorful HDRI, so we better type in the HDRI, go to float, it makes it black and white. And it's nice, I think. Give it some more subdivisions there. Uh-huh. This is okay, this is okay. Looks okay for me. I am on white, that's specular is at 1. Dalek is at 1. Roughness is at 0, okay. We could try it with a little roughness, but I'm not sure if I want roughness. A little maybe, yes. What we could go up with the strength here, intensity. Too. So let's make a camera here, an octane camera. Post processing. This already has something disco, some disco feeling. Yeah, no roughness. Ah, that looks not bad. Yes, but the clear is a little too much. So, save it. I would say I'm happy with this. And you see how easy sometimes can be. And now, good. If we activate our subdivision surface, it does nothing because we have the bevel deformer on. When we disable the bevel deformer, you see we get something like that, which looks very nice too. Here maybe let's put on a little film. Okay. Oh yes, this looks nice. It's not disco, but it looks nice. And as soon as we put on the bevel deformer, we have a disco thing back. This will be slow because we have now the subdivision and the bevel, so but you don't need the subdivision surface here when we have the bevel on. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. Okay, this was a short one, but yeah, but the next longer tutorial will come soon. But I am really busy at the moment, and uh, yeah, I have to work, and it was it was easier in earlier days, or in. But now that the bills are, you know, everyone that everything got more expensive, and so I have to work twice as much at least. But I always will find time for some questions or something else. If I cannot make so many tutorials, sorry for that. But when patrons need a tutorial, I will of course do more for it because patrons they pay for it. But I also will yeah, will answer every question I get. So when I can, of course. When I don't can, I will answer as anyways. But when then, no, sorry, don't know. Okay, uh, that's it for now. And yeah, as I said, I will make the next tutorial as soon as possible. And well, that's it. I wish you all the best here from Austria, Vienna. And if you have questions, complaints, requests, or anything, let me know. You know, or meanwhile, where you can reach me. It's almost everywhere. You will find the links in the description. And yeah, what I forgot is this original thing here. Nope, not this one. This original thing here is from Aimé James, and I will put a link in the description for this Behance as well. Okay, because he has some really funny things here. And I like the style. I think it's really nice. Okay, so that's it for now. I wish you all the best again here from Austria, Vienna, and yeah, have a wonderful day and a good start in the new week. Bye bye all and tschüss und baba.